Grand final of the XiaoY Cup 10. Let's go! Best of 5 for 150 bucks. It's Foggy versus XiaoKK. It's Night Elf versus Orc. XiaoKK just defeated live, quite surprisingly. The first game was just tremendous fighting spirit by this young Chinese Orc, who basically was wiped out already, losing the barracks twice early on here on Terrana Stand. But not giving up, trying to siege, desperate, and then with good Orc heroes, he was able to take it home, and then winning the second map with a Shadow Hunter first even. XiaoKK, I've been a fan of this guy for 3-4 years now. But of course, Foggy, our Vice World Champion, the best European representative in competitive Warcraft 3. Only losing to Moon in December during the World Championships. Oh, KK is switching things up a lot. This is a Farseer now with a barracks and a double burrow. So it's not a super fast tech before the hero is out. Skipping barracks, teching super fast. It's a no-shop Farseer build. On the other side, Foggy again with the same strategy that he used in the game before. This is a rematch, by the way, because Foggy had a bug and we had to start this again. Keeper into Huntress. This time with Engines of War, with an Engine of War though. No scout coming out for XiaoKK, who of course gets the shop. So will he be aggressive right off the bat? This is what we usually see, but you can also get the lightning shield. Like this, grouping up 3 units, attacking with the ranged, and there we go. Renegade Wizard cast this AoE spell, but the positioning is a little off. There we go. Now he's attacking at least 2 of those creeps. Foggy is coming in. Could dispel this. Also getting rid of a lot of mana. And here comes the Keeper as well. Oh boy, this is not good for XiaoKK. We've seen an Infi before. This Grunt is dying immediately to the Entangle. Will he deny it? Will the creeps get it? Oh, Foggy got it. So this harass pays off, even though he loses like 50% of HP. For Night Elves, of course, that's not a big problem. And he abandons this camp completely. Uses another Entangle for the Wolf, which gives him additional experience here. And this early creep route of XiaoKK is completely disrupted right off the bat. Didn't get that Wolf. But yeah, both first heroes low. No big consumable as he wanted to. Late tech by KK. And Foggy, of course. Greedy Foggy with an expansion. Backed up by Huntress.
A player's forces are under attack.
With even a second Engine of War here. This mass tier 1 Night Elf stuff still working. Even though we are on the latest patch. This is a best of 5, by the way. So this is the neutral map. Here we go again with another lightning shield. Both players had 1 veto. So Terrana Stand we start on. Same for XiaoKK versus Life, by the way. So this seems to be the neutral map for this matchup. And it's a very interesting map, I guess. Especially if the Orc decides... if the Night Elf decides to expand and the Orc decides to siege it here. There's so many interesting battles of Keeper Alchemist versus whatever the Orc decides to go for. This time, Foggy is not denying anything with his Keeper, getting the full bunch of experience and the Potion of Greater Mana, which will help him so much in controlling the Orc army. This is a problem, by the way, that he finds the Engine of War. But he's just creeping this. Okay, maybe not enough damage. Steals this item, which is nice. Lots of intelligence on this Farseer, by the way. You can see the impact of those lightning bolts. Usually the Farseer super low damage, as you can see. 27 on average, but with that, plus 12. You can absolutely feel it as a Keeper, who is very squishy himself. And that's good control for KK early. Like, Foggy will have to use a lot of Moon Juice, which will result in less Treants or Entangle. That's always nice to see. Sweet Spot used to get out of this. Will he find and kill the expansion? Against 2 Huntress, that's really hard now. Foggy is scouting for a counter expansion at the same time. Getting the help of the creeps now against these hunts. Tier 2 has been reached. Shadow Hunter, of course. We will see a lot of Serpent Wards in this game, most likely. Warmill very early to gather some more lumber. Torrent Totem, the usual Raider Walker spiel. So now, here's the creep. 3 Wisps ready to detonate and... burn mana. And repair, of course. So Foggy has to send the mercenaries away. Oh, Wind of Mana stealing being used early. Oh, is he in a surround? I think he can get out. Now Foggy closes it. And this might be a TP. This should be a TP. There is another Entangle. Can he reach? The range is lower now. And he decides to go for the Grunt. Dispelled immediately. So this Farseer survives without the TP. Like, without using the TP. And he sends in new wolves. Can't prevent level 3 here, though. Oh, Shadow Priest falls, but the Hunt as well. Is he overwhelmed a little? Doesn't seem like it. Close. Can he use the Bouncing Glaives to kill the Berserker? Ah, the Hunters are fast enough, right? Farseer is also still hurt. Nice play by Foggy. Saving the Hunt. Saving both Hunts. Getting the Berserker, the Shadow Priest, and more. Really nicely played. Oh, thank you, Knubberquakes, for the €50 donation here for the start of the Grand Final. That is much appreciated. Greetings to you, my man. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. The Shadow Priests are really nice for the Dispel and the heal. You can see it right now. And it looks like XiaoKK is all over the place at the moment. Foggy is buying time for the expansion to pay off, keeping XiaoKK trapped in his main. And Nightups really do a way better job these days to kick the snakes. Sometimes we see them completely ignored. See them. This was very German. One more grunts are falling. This Huntress AoE. I mean, there is Spirit Link, but not used here. Decent micro by KK. Ah, there we have Spirit Link now. Not on this one, though. But now Raiders are ready and Snares ready. And he will be able to defend this without too many losses. Or maybe 2 if this Raider falls as well. But can he stay in for this long? The Treants are still hanging around. Whoa. What a slugfest here. Everything's dying all over the place. Nothing's really saved. Oh man. Okay, dust has settled. 43 supply for KK. Going more Raider Walker. Foggy now fully mining from this. How far is his tech? 80%. Upgrades coming. Still reliant on Huntress and Mercenaries. No counter expansion by XiaoKK. Ooh, this grunt save. 13 HP. But okay, levels 3 and 2. Still a good Farseer. Shop is coming. Level 4 on the Keeper as he was played solo. Of course, as he was tier 1. It's nice to see the attacks coming. First one is here already. We do have Heal Wave and Snakes. Snakes on cooldown, but yeah. The tower push that basically every orc is playing on this map. Scroll protection by Foggy, I like that a lot. No alchemist in the fight yet. No second hero at all. And Foggy is only at 47, so I do like this timing with that piercing damage. He's not level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, so the Serpent Wards are not really that good. And the Huntress with this additional armor are overwhelming. And XiaoKK is losing just way too much and has to TP out. That was not ideal. This was way less effective than it was against Life. where he caught him off guard. But Life had archers in his army as well, and not only mass hunters. And the keeper being played solo is close to level 5. And then it's so many treants and not enough dispel, I think. Only 2 walkers. It was certainly lacking damage. Knopf says it in chat as well. Needs level 3 before that. I totally agree. Maybe without the Scroll of Protection he can hang in for a little longer, but... I don't know. He's coming again. Foggy uses the time to get his level 5 at the laboratory. Might be forced into a town pole. He does have a heal scroll. And he should know this is coming. He does now. Still far away from level 3. No TP this time. Basically do or die for XiaoKK. Trying to get rid of the second engine of war doesn't work. This spell not hitting too much. Didn't get all of it here. Massive spell against the treants. Oh boy, that was a lot of damage. Molo falls, Huntress fall. And good experience on the Shadow Hunter, who's rising up to level 3. Must get rid of the towers, but Raiders are falling. Less control. Oh, nice heal scroll by XiaoKK, but for how much longer? Grunts are falling in the front line. Archers are coming in for a little bit more damage. And I don't think he can break this. No way. He's losing units left, right, and center. Towers are down as well. Heal scroll has been used, okay, but Hunters can reproduce so easy. He has a production building right here, so whenever he produces something, they come in. 4 treants per set as well. And the Farseer is low. The Farseer has no healing anymore. There's no shop in the back, as you can see. And Foggy is like, okay, Life, do you see how this works? Do you see how it's done? This is how you play on Terranas Stand. Level 6 keeper already. Yep, we're gonna get Tranquility. And XiaoKK is without an expansion. Without... Okay, now we got 4-3 hero levels.
A player's force is
But he's up against an ultimate. 500 experience difference. And again a heal scroll. Those are so important. So getting 2 units here, or giving them a break, let's call it that way. Foggy is not greedily breaking into upkeep, gathering some more gold. And XiaoKK is just banging his head against the wall. That is Foggy's expansion.
A player's forces are under attack.
Peons are coming, but scouted. Foggy is so prepared. Breaking upkeep now, going to the shop again. And I really like those Scroll of Protections. I feel like in the late 2018, a lot of players really value armor a lot more. Especially AoE armor. Like Acid Bomb or Tranquility already. Maybe a little premature, but whatever keeps your units alive, right? So I would be very, very surprised if XiaoKK is chewing through this. Foggy is losing quite a bit, but that's due to the nature of Spirit Link, that the Orc is losing stuff later. Or at least should be, as Foggy is dropping easy 15 supply. But no raiders. Ah, 1 raider left. Will he buy the time for the shop? Do you remember the game against Life? He bought that shop empty. There was nothing left in that shop. This time it's a little late, and there's piercing damage against an unfinished building. And that does a lot. Keeper is back with mana, and a mana potion even. So he can entangle whatever the F he wants. Starting with this Walker, getting the kill. Level 7. Entangle 3, Treant 3, Tranquility. Ouch! Backs it up with more armor upgrades. Should be 2-2 then. Yeah, it is. Attack first.
A player's forces are under attack.
XiaoKK is again doing his best. Not giving this up easy. Fighting as best as he can, but I would be very surprised to see him win. Alchemist second now. Very late, of course, but why not? If you break upkeep anyway. That's so much armor on Foggy's side, and now minus armor on KK. The Shadow Hunter entangled down. No wards anymore. GG! And Foggy wins game number 1 on his path to the first XiaoY Cup win. He tried it so many times. He was in the finals quite a few times, but always losing to people like Life. But Life was eliminated. And XiaoKK is down a map now. His map choice, that was rather easy, I guess, for Foggy. Everything worked out well from the start. He was never really in trouble. Especially harassing this mercenary camp very early was key. To keep the Farseer low. To not give him the big consumable, to not give him level 2. And then easily rising up in levels with the Keeper of the Grove and Mass Hunts. And then there was no real chance for the expansion to be kicked, as the Shadow Hunter was low level, and without level 2, Serpent Wards can't really push. Thank you very much, PGC Dongo, for the Prime sub, and Bobacht as well for the 11-month resub. And of course, once more, thank you very much, Knubbe. So second map is going to be Echo Isles. Always a map where you can cheese a little, I feel. We've seen burrow rushes, tower rushes, interesting creep routes, expansions. We'll see. Thank you very much, Chop Suey, for the Prime sub as well for 13th month in a row. I thank you. So, game 2 starts right away. No rest here at all, as we are in this best of 5. Quite a fast top 4 today, huh? At least that's what I feel. Round number 2. Foggy taking the lead over XiaoKK, who demolished Life. So, XiaoKK, he played a Blade Master today, he played a Shadow Hunter first today, and now we've seen a Farseer. What will he pick now is the question. And what will Foggy play? Once again, no Engine of War. Wait. He cancelled something. Was the Engine of War in a bad position, so he had to cancel it? Yeah, looks like it. He's building it now. That's late. Once again, a tiny little mistake by Foggy in the early. I've seen this before. Like denying creeps, forgetting Huntress Halls. Now this. Thank you very much, Herr Wusel, gifting a sub to Mr. Knopf. Greetings to Sweden and greetings to wherever you are, Herr Wusel. So Foggy, is it Keeper again? Without the Huntress build now? Or is it the late Huntress transition? Pretty sure it's going to be an expansion. Keeper of the Grove, it is. XiaoKK. XiaoKK, what are you showing us? It's a Blade Master going back to what was very successful against Life. So, we have, by the way, the new Echo Isles as... Oh, where is it? You can see... It's a little dark, but maybe you can see it anyway. Usually this island has not been there. So, yeah. This is new. We'll see how this changes things. Night Elves can build their Engine of War here on this little island. Don't have to build it here or here anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
It still has only one shop, so shop control is still very important on Echo Isles. Especially in this matchup. Gloves of Haste only creeping the item and attacking rather fast with a later-ish shop. But that's the one burrow that you go for. Keeper does basically the same, only stays for the item and then rushes over. I think the Ring of Protection against the Blade Master is decent in the early. Xiao is the Chinese version of little. Is that true? I don't know what it means, but yeah, it's fitting. It's absolutely fitting.
A player's forces.
So this is kind of standard play. Foggy rushing over, summoning treants, delaying stuff. Can he cancel this burrow? Ah, Xiao really is little. Ah, I didn't know. So the Chinese were way ahead of us when it comes to the little stuff, little pump, little whatever. Next set of treants. Ooh, he cannot lose this. But there's still right clicks from the keeper. Mass repair by XiaoKK. Yeah, he's able to hold this, but no progress on the Blade Master at all. And an expansion by Foggy here. This is the new... Oh! XiaoKK sees this, luring in the creeps. But Foggy is there for the counter. Oh, he got both mercenaries. That's an easy cancel then.
A player's forces are under attack.
That was well played. Even though he was distracted with his Blade Master in the base, he kept his burrow up. He denied Foggy's expansion and got the mercenary. Nice. Well done. And he's getting this one as well. It's getting close, but he gets level 2 and the big healing. Fitting, I guess. So he doesn't have Entangle. Is the damage still enough? Foggy with a Huntress transition once more. Blade Master's coming in with the speed scroll. And everything should be able to get away. Yeah, that's the problem with not getting level 2 and not having Entangle. That was a nice early game from the Orc, who's now tier 2. Doesn't have the resources for the second hero yet, nor the supply, but he does get it now, both of it. And the Blade Master has still a lot of mana. Ooh, shouldn't be too close to the trees. But he has the potion. He can use it to get the expansion, right? There's still no Entangle. Trying to... Oh, bash! Oh! Windwalk! No reveal. Whew. Imagine just another bash. RNG in Warcraft is a beast sometimes. Or a bitch sometimes. Here we go. Lightning Shield, but Blade Master firing away. He's slowed though. So less damage, or less DPS. Still the same damage per hit. Bash hits the Keeper now, but the Lightning Shield still has damage. Oh, he's seeing a chance here to either force a TP or get the kill, but now we have Entangle. What a wild skirmish this is. He's still trying to fire away at this Expo. Tome of Agility. This gives him some extra damage. It's gonna be close. Creeps are helping. Oh boy, Foggy's in trouble. No repair here. Should be safe, right? He must be safe. XiaoKK is just losing this blade. There was Windwalk. Was there? There's no owl, right?
A player's forces are under attack.
What the hell? Okay. The tree is down in the end. The Blade Master is down as well. So this bought XiaoKK a lot of time. As the Shadow Hunter is out, he still can creep and he still can do something. What a play. Yeah, the Expo is certainly more expensive. Level 2, you get it back rather fast. Foggy's a little bit in trouble. His tech is far behind.
A player's
Expo restarted now. Keeper is level 3. He has to do something now. XiaoKK, I guess, has to stay close to his base. has more still has the mercenaries. That's really nice for him. And the serpent wards to help him in this. Foggy's not all inning at all. Blade Master's back. So yeah, it was the right call to let the Blade Master die, but what if it's a low damage roll? Nice risk taken and being rewarded for it. So with that piercing damage now, should be able to defend this. Spirit Link is coming in as well. Magic damage works nicely against Huntress too. Grunt falls in the end, not denied, I think. Nope. So this expansion is a lot later than it was on Terranas. Grunt survived, he killed himself. Jesus. Yeah. As I said, a little rusty. Shouldn't watch chat too much. Okay, tier 2 is done. Is it Keeper solo again? No. Nope. Should be an Alchemist. Yeah, there we go. A lot earlier. And with that, of course, he gets the middle. Decent level on the Shadowhunter already. Blade Master is lacking, but I think on this map, with the shop control of this importance, maybe you need level 2 Windwalk. Foggy is stealing the heal scroll. The Invul Potion, maybe? Oh, the Watcher Ward. So nice. We've seen Watcher Wards plenty of times here with the Marketplace, of course. Now we see them bought more often as well. So he can't do too much. But he got the heal scroll of his own, which is of course a nice synergy with Spirit Link. As everything drops down at the same amount and we heal it all back up. As there is a lot of AoE damage as well. There's no big... I mean, of course there's Acid Bomb and Tangle as a nuke, but that's pretty expensive. So I guess rather go for heal scrolls than invulns. Both, of course, would be optimal, but without an expansion, very hard to do. So the Expo is up. And running. And Double Engine of War. Still standing. Archer transition. Super cost effective. Ooh, this is nice. Pendant of Energy for Foggy. No big items, right? Ah, Pendant of Energy here as well. I didn't see that. I don't have the overlay you have. So that's a big inventory for KK. At least on the Shadowhunter. Serpent Wards 2 and the siege starts. This time he has the level 2 snakes. He has the level 3 Shadowhunter. And he's close to the shop again, but no gold. And of course he knows that Foggy knows that he's here as he was exposed before. Due to the ward. Level 3 Alchemist. Okay, but here we go. Peons are coming. The shop is essential. I think towers are a distraction to move damage away from your army to the towers, but the shop is a necessity. He thinks otherwise. Keep her close to level 4. First hunters are falling. Again, Foggy is sniping the Serpent Wards rather quick. There's so many of them with that Potion of Mana in the inventory. Chemical Rage. No heal spray on his side. Blade Master's quite low. Forced into a heal wave. Speed Scroll out and no tower will come up. Good defense by Foggy with his 60 supply. Or will it? He's re-engaging. Still holding on to that Mana Potion heal wave. Saves a bit. But yeah, focuses it nicely. And Foggy has so much piercing damage now against the towers. Range piercing damage against the towers. But shop control stays on the Chinese side. No tier 3. He has reinforced defenses, which I think is really important. Defense upgrade done and Kodo is coming. 0-1 upgrades
Forces are under attack.
for the Orc. 1-1 on Foggy's side. No tier 3, no lores, no wins, nothing. Expansion. Foggy scouts it immediately. But he will be busy for a long time at his own expansion and maybe even creepjack. There's no TP. Oh, this could be a disaster. He's still fighting against the turtle. Does he want to engage? It's a 16 supply advantage for the Ukrainian. But we've seen this before at XiaoKK versus Life. But with different hero levels. I still don't really get the point of the mass archers, except good damage for their gold. It feels like it's a lot of feeding. They are good against the Serpent Wards and the Raiders, of course, but if you go more grunts, it should be easily doable. I mean, they survive well against Raiders. They don't do much damage to them either. But yeah, cost effectiveness, I guess, is key as Huntress fall too quickly.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Ooh, Foggy intercepting here. And of course, they can operate from a bigger range. Foggy now the one who backsteps, forces the TP as Treants are coming to the expo. Won't be able to kill stuff, I guess. Oh, Foggy got the Berserker. That's a little more damage than I expected. You think Shamans are underrated or overrated in this matchup? I think they were the only hope in the old patch 1.30.1. Shaman, what do they really do with this playstyle against the mass archers? Like Lightning Shield? Lightning Shield would be nice, wouldn't it? But then it can be dispelled by wisps and stuff. I think as a cheese you can do it, but I don't know. 80 supply. And this should be an easy fight. Oh, it's 60 supply for KK as well. Immediately focusing this Blade Master. Oh boy, there's only a heal squad, the heal wave, but see him melt! He's out of that fight for sure. If he's gonna... Oh, nice. Oh, that level up, but entangle right away. And focus right away. And acid bomb right away. The heal wave is once again there, but that was the second last one. Thanks to this pendant of energy. Alchemist is chasing him. The question is for how long. Once again, the scroll of protection. But this Blade Master will fall sooner or later. And Foggy is just chewing through this 20 supply. The Alchemist is wiping out all the peons. GG by XiaoKK as we have our 2-0 for Foggy. So, once again, like this early game was pretty good for KK. But the push really wasn't. I think building the shop first, position him very defensively, distract with the towers to buy time for the shop, and then like just hold the position and win with shop control. I think that would work, or would have worked better than planting the towers first. One tower was close to coming up, but not really. So Shaman, I'm really not a big fan of Spirit Link versus Mass Huntress. I don't know why. I can't prove this mathematically or something, but I feel this area of effect Huntress bouncing thing plus the distribution of damage from Spirit Link hurts the Orc army. If you don't have a decent amount of healing in terms of heal wave and heal scrolls. And since you go Serpent Wards 2, you don't have heal wave 2. That hurts you. And can you really afford too many heal scrolls? I'm not so sure. So I really like the Purge for even more control than you already have. And I think Shaman play was the best working strategy in 1.30.1. So I do feel there's a place for Shaman. I don't know if once we see Shaman all the time, if there's no easy counter to it. Does it make sense? I love the Huntress bouncing things. If you play Night Elf or if you play Orc? That's the question. From what perspective do you love the Huntress AoE? So, map number 3, it's 3 match points in a row for the guy on the right for the Fogster. 3 match points. 1 map away from his first XiaoY Cup. The guy on the left, of course. And this is XiaoKK's map choice. And it's Amazonia. This kind of baffles me. From below. Okay. Then it's the Shadowhunter tactics. Yes, it is. It worked well against Life, but Life was playing kind of poor, and he played Firelord without Incinerate, without Soulburn. I don't know if that's like the best thing to do. Foggy certainly won't do this, and he played Demon Hunter as well, right? So this time it's Keeper, which on paper should be better, should be worse against the Shadowhunter than the Demon Hunter is. But let's see. Life was struggling hard. I feel like XiaoY Cup finals are oftentimes 3-0. Can someone confirm? I think last time was 3-0 again. Life versus Foggy was 3-0. Nice lightning shield position. This is almost perfect. He's not opening up with Huntress this time. Oh, Foggy. Always so worried about this.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, cleaning this one up now. Doesn't cast the second lightning shield, so this will take a little more. Circle is nice. Nothing denied. Level 2 for Foggy. And of course, lightning shield on this side as well with the Shadowhunter. Claws for the Shadowhunter is nice too. So it's dual burrow, more grunts. But Foggy must have seen the XiaoKK play against Live. So he's prepared for this. He saw it with this Wisp, I'm very, very sure. No Huntress position this time. I wonder if Foggy plays without Huntress now, as he sees the early SH. But maybe it's not Wards even. It was Hex Heal Wave before. Hex is like the key spell early. But you really can't play without Heal Wave, so hard to judge. Against Live, XiaoKK could get a lot done with this hero. Stealing stuff, killing stuff. It's a pleasure to watch. But Foggy is hunting him down already. Down to 300, he has Entangle, so KK has to play a lot more defensively.
A player's forces are under attack
Than it was against Live's Demon Hunter. So tier 2 tech on the way. Foggy creeps at the same time without a Huntress Hall. Very rare on AZ, I guess. So he cleans this up on his way to tier 3. And oh, he tried. This is like, he plays the exact same thing that he did against Live. And Foggy just knows. Ooh, lightning shield here. This wasn't planned, really. Who gets the last hit? Shadowhunter did. Sobi Mask as well. That's nice. Speed scroll to get out, so he won't even lose a unit, I guess. Despite the lightning shield, despite the creeps, despite the hexes. Nice block. Well done. I'm kind of surprised this worked that well. With Foggy knowing too much, so much. Tech is 60% done, 70 maybe. No Hunter's Hall. This does not indicate a mass tier 1 or an Engine of Wind build. This could just be a late Hunter's Hall. But we don't see a second Engine of War. Ah, there it is. Late Hunter's Hall.
Forces are under attack.
It's okay with the Tavern Hero second though. He gets the second spot as well. This hurts Foggy. That's a lot of experience and the best items on the map. The best permanent items on the map. If you exclude red spots, which are rarely done. Flute usually doesn't affect orcs too much, but with all the mercs he buys, why not? What's going on? Calculated. But Foggy is jacking this. There's no... Oh, there's a TP here. On the right-hand side. This must be a TP. Yeah. Entangle. Bomb. That's a kill. And a TP gone. But what's Foggy's plan? Lors.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. We do have Serpent Waltz this time with a level 2 heal wave. And a Blade Master second for the damage again. Yeah, losing the mercs there, or at least one merc. 2 mercs, the Shadow Priest and the Berserker, before Foggy was there. Foggy is getting the better numbers.
A player's forces are under attack.
Foggy will have decent damage. The Blade Master is of course super underleveled. Ring of Protection doesn't help with that. Oh my god, this map control now. Having the balls to start the creep right next to his opponent. Okay, who's getting the Sasquatch? Oh, it's the Alchemist. Preventing so much experience from this Blade Master here with that steal. New wave early. It's again basically only archers and the Treants, but that seems to be enough with Entangle and Acid Bomb. I don't know if that ticks him down. Pretty sure it is. Ah, heal wave is there. Alright, but forcing more. And he needs another heal wave for this Blade Master, as he has only 230 gold. He needs army as well. He even needs another burrow. Oh no, he started that already. I've seen crazy things from XiaoKK today, so I won't count him out early. Tier 3 is on the way, by the way, and Mountain Giants are really good. Even though they are weaker now, cost more supply, and take more damage.
The town is under siege.
There's nothing really scary about this army or heroes or whatever. So Foggy has all the time in the world to wait for his tier 3. First Mountain Giant is already queued. And then what brings the damage really? That's the problem, like, no tier 3, no way for Kolos to boost anything. Soin even tried with mass headhunters. That worked to a degree. No Storm. I don't know, man.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master alone doesn't do it. On level 2. 1. Foggy's playing this with a lot of routine. I think he's nowhere under pressure. He wasn't surprised by this SH. He knew exactly what was coming. So, hello tier 3. Did he wait for the orb? Yes. Hello, Orb of Venom. Hello, Resistant Skin and Hardened Skin. But at the moment, there's not a single MG up. He wanted the Serpent Wards level 2, I think. Now he's trying to tower again. But he doesn't even have Dispel.
A player's forces are under attack.
He doesn't want Foggy to be around when he starts these towers, of course. But Foggy is just getting better. Hardened Skin is done. Resistant Skin will take some time, but uncancelable. So here we go. Do or die for XiaoKK. Town portal back home by Foggy. Didn't forget any units. First MG in the front. Nice TP this was. Acid Bomb doesn't affect too much. The Wisps are coming in, and if they connect again, like they did before, I don't know what to do. And KK thinks the same. Like, okay, if you're here, no chance in this. But it's not getting any easier for you. At the moment, Foggy is a little greedy and not breaking upkeep. He could fit in another Dryad, but do you really need that? I don't know.
Under attack.
It's still a level 1 Blade Master. He needs a miracle to stay alive in this cup. Here we go. He's engaging on water, so no real tower support here. But he's getting 1 or 2 Dryads if he reapplies the focus, but that took way too long. The taunt was really effective as XiaoKK was not really microing against that, if I saw that correctly. Gets 2 Dryads. Okay, but how much mana is left? He does have the potion. It's not level 5 though. Foggy is losing 2 Dryads, but he can just rebuild them. 300 gold still left. It was a good engagement, a good flank, and a good trade. As KK is still at 50. But it's 2 more Mountain Giants. Like, that was the time for 2 new Mountain Giants. And it took him quite a while to work against the taunt.
Under attack.
And now we have 6 taunts instead of 2. He wanted bigger mana, of course, but not getting that gift.
A player's forces are under attack.
Foggy is taking his sweet time. It's very rare to see him not even trying to go for an expansion. First game in a while from Foggy that I see where I don't see a second Tree of Life. Valor. Meh. Makes the Alchemist more tanky, but there's really no threat. $60 supply for XiaoKK, 60 supply for Foggy. Moonwell is late, so he can't go higher than 60. KK has a heal scroll and a mana potion. Foggy has a heal scroll, and that's it. But he has the base. He has the Moonwells, he has the Wisps, and he has 3 MGs and a bunch of Treants. The major damage in this Orc army are the Serpent Wards, but they're only level 2 and they are against medium armor. So XiaoKK is switching gears. He bought so much time that he gathered the gold for an expansion. But you know, Mountain Giants with a stick in their hand are pretty good
Player's forces are under attack.
Against buildings. Blade Master does have some damage. Game's not over. Even though Foggy is looking strong. An expansion saved KK before. But looks like Foggy is ready. Once again, 0-1 upgrades to having a little bit of an easier life against the Acid Bomb.
player's forces are under attack.
Okay, he got the level 5. For the heal wave, of course, not the serpent wards. But so many treants. There are quite a few dispels. The wisps are far away, so he dispels against the one set of treants. That was nice. Or decent, I guess. Spirit Link applied. Dispel everywhere. The wisps. Can they connect to the backline? They're not sniped at all. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. And the walkers are almost completely dry, except this one. Also, the Shadow Hunter losing a lot of mana. Taunts going off everywhere. Backline super protected. But the Expo is up afterwards. Blade Master is in focus with Entangle and Acid Bomb. Getting a heal wave, which is so strong at this point. But where's the damage against the 4 MGs? It's just so much. Heal Scroll being used. 65 supply. On both sides, actually. But the Blade Master is in trouble once more. Needs to get the potion soon. Does so. I thought he forgot about that. Mana potion used in the Shadow Hunter already. There's no healing anymore. And the Mountain Giants are still super healthy. The Engine of War is in. This Blade Master, if he falls, there's basically no damage. He reaches for another slow, but Windwalk saves him once more. The Giants from the mountain are standing so tall. Shadow Hunter got another potion to heal things up. How long can he stand in this? Both players still toe-to-toe, but the Kodo is falling. He takes out 10% damage and more. And now stuff is falling. The longer the fight goes, the better it is for Foggy. And here's the Shadow Hunter surrounded without a TP, without an invul. He's down. But the Keeper, whoa, falls as well. Double focus, so we have 2 second heroes. Alchemist versus Blade Master. Mountain Giants are about to fall. KK, you madman. We've seen this before. Foggy can taunt against this. What's really left? 2 and snares are left. But no healing. He needs to get away. Can he stop him with taunt? Not really. Oh boy. What's gonna die first? Everything on the Alchemist. He's trying to stab out now. Uh-oh, and snare again. There's a stab though, and he gets him out. That could be the savior for Foggy's game. Everything is crimson red. Both down to 40 supply. 37 now. As Spirit Link backfires. You get the Mountain Giant here. Boom. That's level 4.3 for you. But you have an Engine of War against your Expo. You're not mining, really. Oh, that was big. That was big. This takes forever. Main gold mine. Still 2,000 gold in. Can he protect this Expo somehow? Oh, no. The Giants are grabbing their sticks. And we're gonna get more treants from this 540 mana Keeper of the Grove. That was quite close indeed, chat. Indeed. So attacking with the treants, distracting with the rest of the army. But the SH is coming back in a bit with mana. A little bit at least. Oh, he wants the altar. It is not unthinkable that this altar falls before the SH is out again. Okay, now he's distracting with the blade, but he's catching an acid bomb and an entangle. Has a potion, needs to get out. And he bopped that time for the Shadow Hunter. So heal wave is back and heal wave is in full effect. What a dramatic game this is. Going for the Alchemist once more, but the Blade Master's taking so much damage. Potion used, taunt distracts, and keeps the damage away from the Alchemist. Entangle, no healing. And the Blade Master falls this time. Level 5 Alchemist, level 5.5 on the Keeper of the Grove. As he kills more and more and more. The Expo is helping, of course, but it's not making up for a lost army. GG, clean sweep. And Foggy is $150 richer and wins XiaoY Cup 10, his first cup, and the first cup on 1.3.4. So new patch, Night Elves still the winner, but this time they come from the CIS region, from the Western scene, and GG Foggy, very solid play today. I mean, yeah, there were mistakes, but once he was in the zone, everything was fine. For XiaoKK, I think it's very, very nice to reach a cup final as well, as he's usually a tier 2, tier 3 player who, just from his name, does not belong in a cup final. So, good success for Foggy to finally break the curse of not winning XiaoY Cups, and for KK, a nice solid start into the era of patch 1.3.0.4. And a win against Life is quite an exclamation mark. And he was up against the big favorite, that is Foggy, who's so strong against Night Elf, against Orc. So no shame in losing this. Congrats to Foggy, congrats to you, to the Ukraine. This was it for today, as Life gave up the game for third. But we have more for you this weekend. Tomorrow we start at 12 again for the finals of the OES Cup, where I think we will see XiaoKK again. There's still round robin games going on there, I think. But XiaoKK should be safe with a 3-0 track record there. It's between Sini and Colorful for the second spot. Zhouxishi and Ling Wagwa will be there. So we're gonna have a nice single elimination semi-final top 4 race tomorrow. And what I'm looking forward to the most is the show match tomorrow at 5 p.m. Happy versus Thorzane. I'm looking forward to this so much. Happy showed us how you can micro in Warcraft 3. If you haven't seen it, watch it on YouTube, his series against Foggy. And Thorzane is, as I call him, the mini grubby in terms of playing just so super smart. With finding solutions to problems, not reliant so much on micro. That's what Grubby was known for all the time. That's what I appreciate of Thorzane so much. It's gonna be a styles clash for sure, but I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. So that's it for today. Program for tomorrow, you know it now. Next week we cast every single day as WGL qualifiers continue, and Remo's back tomorrow. If you like us, feel free to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to keep you up to date about what's going on in the scene. We also have a Discord if you want to be part of the Back to Warcraft community. Join us for at discord.backtowarcraft.com. If you want to catch up with the games of today or the past 5 years, then check out youtube.com/backtowarcraft. Even some German casts for you out there. And if you want to support us financially, you can do that by contributing via PayPal, credit card, or cryptocurrency at Twitch alerts. The donation goal is in the stream description. You can sub here at Twitch somehow to get replay packs, no ads, chat badges, and emotes. And you can buy our merchandise at shop.backtowarcraft.com. You can also buy our Amazon referral link for the German shop, the US shop, and the UK shop as well. So if you want to buy something, do a purchase at Amazon, think of us and use the ref link. We get like 5 to 10%, especially if you buy new TVs. That's always the best. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Watch other Warcraft streams, or if you're late, watch the rerun. Watch Grubby tonight, and watch Back to Warcraft tomorrow. And have a great rest of the Saturday. Here are the Do Nuts goodbye routine. See you tomorrow.